All right, today we're pulling back the curtain on a really fascinating design document. We're going to decode the blueprint for a system that's built to take on one of modern marketing's biggest, most relentless challenges, the content beast. I mean, seriously, think about it for a second. Every single day, brands need fresh, relevant, high-quality content just to stay in the game. It's this constant race against the algorithm, a nonstop battle for attention. So, how on earth do they keep up? Well, that's the exact problem we're digging into today. So let's dive right in. We're going to walk through a real deal software requirements specification for what we're going to call a content creation machine. Basically, it's a system designed to automate and streamline this whole crazy creative process. Okay, so to really get why a machine like this even needs to exist, we first have to understand the daily grind it's built to solve. Let's call it the content creator's dilemma. I mean, just look at this. On the left, that's the reality for so many creators, right? It's slow, it's stressful, you're always feeling like you're one step behind, just chasing trends. But on the right, that's the promise of the machine. Pure speed, consistency, and a workflow that's actually, manageable. It's all about trading that high stress for smart structure. And this isn't some niche problem we're talking about. The design document makes it super clear that this dilemma hits everyone, from big in-house marketing teams at tech companies to social media managers, and yeah, even the solo freelancers out there just trying to scale their business. So how do you actually solve that dilemma? Let's pop the hood and take a look. What are the core functions, the gears and pistons, if you will, that make this content machine actually run? The whole thing is broken down into 4 pretty elegant steps. It starts by finding what's hot, then it crafts the words, guides the visuals, and finally it packages the whole shebang up, ready to go. You can almost think of it like a digital assembly line for creativity. Step 1 is all about the brain of the operation. This is where the machine does its homework. So instead of a human spending hours just scrolling through feeds, the system is required to scan credible sources. We're talking industry journals, tech news, market reports, to intelligently pick out a whole week's worth of trending topics. And check this out. The system doesn't just write some text, it engineers a caption. The blueprint demands this exact structure for every single post. It makes sure that every single piece, from the hook that grabs you to the hashtags that gets you seen, has a very clear job to do. It's formulaic, yeah, but in a really, really smart way. Now, this is a super important point. The machine isn't the artist. It's more like the creative director. It won't generate the final image, but the specs demand that it provides a detailed brief for a human designer. It suggests everything from the mood and composition to whether it should be a static image, a carousel, or even a reel. Okay, so we know what it does, but how it does it is just as crucial. A machine without rules is just, well, chaos. This part of the blueprint is all about defining its personality and its absolute non-negotiables. 95%. This number is a huge deal. The system is held to an incredibly high standard for originality. Any content it spits out has to pass a 95% Copyscape score. So this isn't about just spinning old articles, it's about creating something genuinely new and making sure there's zero plagiarism. And here's the performance benchmark that's just wow. The entire creative process we just walked through, from finding trends to packaging a full 7-post campaign, the whole thing has to be done in just 10 minutes. That is ridiculously fast. I absolutely love this requirement because it's all about the human touch. The blueprint is explicit. The output can't sound robotic. It has to be localized, it has to be conversational, and it has to feel completely natural to its target audience. This is all about building a machine that doesn't sound like a machine. So after all that work, the trend spotting, the writing, the creative direction, what do you actually get? What does this machine hand over at the end of its 10-minute sprint? The final product is this beautifully organized campaign in a box. It's a single Google Doc that has everything a social media manager could possibly need. 7 complete post concepts with every caption ready to post, all the hashtags, visual ideas, and even the sources all laid out. It's a complete, actionable weekly plan. And the usability is just brilliant. The whole document is formatted so a user can literally just copy the text for post 1 and paste it directly into their scheduling tool like Meta Business Suite. It's designed from the ground up to remove every little bit of friction. A good blueprint always looks to the horizon.
This machine isn't just built to solve today's problems, it's designed with a keen eye on what's coming next.
The document lays out a super clear path for how this thing will evolve. There's a whole roadmap for future upgrades. Just imagine it automatically writing video scripts, or using AI to see what your competitors are up to, or even scheduling the post for you. This just shows the system is built to become an even more powerful creative partner.
And this brings us to the big question, doesn't it? When a machine can handle all the structure, the research, and the first draft, it doesn't really replace the creator. It actually frees them up. So what's our new role in all of this? Maybe it's to focus on the big picture strategy, on building community, on that nuanced human connection that, let's be honest, no machine can ever truly replicate. Definitely something to think about.